50% means automatic failure. See?
Darn straight. You and the other refugees are kind of going hungry.
Well, no. Yesterday I ate. And I
Yeah,
guess
yesterday you
today,
ate, but I mean, you do need to eat today too.
I guess I'll go to the cemetery. Mushrooms
Okay.
grow there.
Yes, indeed they do. They bear fruit. And, well, it's a little awkward.
Not to me.
But go ahead and... are you going to try, like, hiding that you're doing this at all?
No.
Alright, you just kind of, like, openly do it.
Well, who's the person complaining that, hey, that guy's stealing mushrooms from graves?
Well, you will definitely get some glare from the priests of Moor who tend the graves.
Those holy
They won't
mushrooms.
s- they won't stop you. But they will look down on you for it.
I'm an
And
elf in a human land. I don't mean.
now that just means they look down on you
They're
twice.
looking down on you. What? Besides the casual racism, or on top of it?
Okay. So let's go ahead and you go ahead and do a little morning survival to try to get food for the day. And well, eat your dignity today at the least.
Had to have it to begin
Ah,
with.
indeed.
Dung
And let
collector.
me go ahead and scroll over to Alexa first.
Yes.
Alexa, as the day is dawning and the fires are being burnt, are coming to life again in the forge.
Hmm.
Uh, a very effeminate-looking noble comes striding down the street, a few servants in tow. He's a very thin and frail-looking person. He has a high brow ridge and a rich smile about him. He
Okay.
wears fancy blues and purples on his vestments, and he is approaching you.
I guess I'll bow and be respectful and say, "Can I help you?"
Ah, my fair lady, you must be the new friend of Greybelt here.
Uh, I'm his apprentice. Yes.
Oh, an apprentice. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just assumed. Well, well, still, ask your master if he is available for a new commission. To
May I
which
ask who's?
Greybelt goes, "I'm right over here, you twat. You don't have to be all formal like this all the time."
Oh, I guess he's in.
Ah, so he is. Well, well, Greybelt, I know I asked you to do a sculpture for me before, but you see, I'm having another party in the next few days, and well, I just truly love another one. And the dwarf just kind of sighs and shakes his head. So you got too much already. You already got one from me. Uh, alas, you said that you could do some sculpting, didn't you?
Um, I could try. Sure.
And to this, Brant lights up a little bit. It's like, oh, and she's an artist as well. You
Well,
truly have quite the find here, Greybelt.
it's something I guess I wanted to try. I am a little unskilled. And she'll just kind of stutter a little bit.
He will like reach forward and take your hand, and you can see like the numerous rings and gemstones on his hand. And he goes, "Oh, my dear lady, simply a display of your own creativity would be more than welcome in my house. If you would be so kind as to accept my commission, I will bring to you the finest marble for you to sculpt my wonderful face upon it."
I, uh, I'll look at Gray Belt like, help me.
Grey Belt will just kind of like give you a wink and like give you an okay hand and go. And you see him like reach out and pull up like a gold coin and just like hold it in his hand and keep winking at you.
Uh, okay. I will do my best. I guess I would need some practice first before I do the marble. When do you need this done by?
Well, my party is 3 days hence, you see.
3 days? There's no way.
Well, I'm sure if you work quickly upon it, I do really wish I had something new to show. But perhaps if the price is right, maybe you could be convinced to rush it along ahead of any other work. And to this, he
Yeah.
sort of turns back to Greybelt for a second just to get an affirmative. And he quickly stuffs the gold coin back into his pocket and uses his other hand to like give a thumbs up.
Well, yes, it would be expensive. Um, what are you thinking about, or as far as
Well, you see, I like to collect busts of my own magnificent head. If you could just simply sculpt my face, I will return and we'll make some time of it.
Okay, I guess sure.
It should
Oh,
be a simple task, right?
yeah, I will try.
All right. And to this, he will go ahead and talk to Greybelt for a little bit and begin negotiating a price. And you know that it's all in gold coins,
Oh my
and the number
goodness.
keeps rising higher and higher. It
Yeah.
seems he is selling you for quite a lot.
Oh God, not this kind of pressure.
So you do still have some time today to do any other task you might want. What else might you want to do today before he comes back with the stone?
Um, Try not to panic. I'll try. I guess I would try to find some like a block of stone, something maybe like soapstone or something that's easier to work with, so I can try to practice on it.
Okay. So you will try to get some practice in and buy
Mm,
up some soapstone.
yes, and I did make
I do not
notes on it.
actually have a good indication of what that might cost. I'm going to say you could maybe get like a nice little block of it for 10 pence though.
Okay.
Soapstone is not like a very precious stone, I don't think,
No,
also.
it's like the. So I actually was
And
thinking
you're
about
living on the
rules for
top
that.
of a mountain. There's plenty of it.
Right. So like I was thinking, rules wise, what that might cost and ease to work with and that sort of thing. So, but
Right.
either way, sure, I can buy like
Um,
several blocks and just I need to practice this. So
so here's what I'm going to do for professions and making money over the week. If you have a profession or a skill, I might make you roll for it, but I'm going to give you the money if you have the training for it. In this case, don't bother spending the pence, but go ahead and make the roll anyway to practice.
okay. Well,
And
I don't have trade skills quite yet. So
oh, you don't. I thought you
no.
again. I thought you already had it. Ah,
No, I didn't. That's why I was like, oh, it's for the future.
yeah.
I guess I can try unskilled. Let's see, trade artist is either agility or if it's using like chiseled stone, maybe strength. Do a strength check at half.
I'll let you do strength.
Okay. Um well, this is straight strength, I guess. I can see the button, I'm just not sure how to do it by half.
Well, if worst case scenario happens, you could just like roll 1d100. Ooh, success. You start practicing, trying to get a feel for it,
Okay.
and you're fairly certain you with the help of your dwarven master. He shows you like, oh no, you want to cut this proper way. It's like, yeah, you want to put your arm into this one. Just really chop off a whole piece, and well, you're getting the hang of it. You think?
Okay. Um does he have specific tools that might help me in improving the role?
That I do. I got all my sculpting tools over here. Hold up a second. I haven't pulled them out for a minute. And he'll, like, open up the room full of garbage that's supposed to be, quote, your room that has not been cleaned out yet. And he'll rifle about in it and like pull out like a whole belt of tools. You'll
Are
want to wear
they
this like over your shoulder. It may not be the right size for you.
okay? Are they high quality?
Indeed, they are.
Ooh, okay. Are they best quality?
They will give you an additional 10% here, and
Oh yeah,
your
then they are best
practice
quality.
will give you an additional 10% as well.
Okay, I guess yeah, I'll keep practicing until the block is delivered, and then say a prayer
Okay.
to
And
Shalia to
now
have.
to have mercy on you. Okay. When Brand comes back, he definitely is very practiced in taking poses and waiting very patiently and stilly for an artist to do his work.
Okay.
So go ahead and make another check with your bonuses.
Okay. I'll
Best
pray
of
again
luck.
to Shalia. Please have mercy on a poor peasant girl.
All right. You chip away with it, and Grey Belt occasionally heads out to the forge and comes back and gives you a few pointers and goes, "No, no, no, his nose isn't that large. You need to pare it down a little bit." It's like, "No, no, you want to use this tool for like the fine detailing." Yes, yes, you'll want to get the brooch too. He always likes that.
Okay. Just
And
slow.
with his guidance, with your strength and skill, with your effective tools, and your practice earlier, you come up with a fairly good likeness of him, of all things.
And I'll at the end of it, I'll turn it around and say, "What do you think?" Like really nervously.
It turns to him, and he looks at it, and his eyes just light up, and he claps his hands together. It's like, oh, it's fantastic! It's me!
Yeah.
Ah, you've
Yes.
outdone yourself. You've found yourself just the most genius of students, Greybelt. I just don't know how you've done it.
Uh,
Surely, like talent must attract like talent.
Alexa's face will just blush a beet red and say, "Well, yeah, I thank you."
And at this, he'll reach forward and grasp your hand again and go, "My dear, would you do me the honors of coming to my party and showing off your work?
Uh,
Everyone will be so excited to hear about your artistic process."
oh, I'm just a simple peasant girl, sir. I haven't a thing to wear.
And yet you're an artist of the making. This is your chance. You can talk. You can speak to others. Really get your connections out.
She'll
There's a
swallow.
place for you in society, I think, among us. The sculptor.
She'll swallow. I guess I can come, but
Greybelt will come by and pat your hands and so just accept his invitation and uh, bear with it.
okay. I'll
And
have to go shopping then.
oh, of course. Please come in your absolute best. I look, and he'll pull out a written invitation for you, and just like on fine cardstock, embossed in like silver and gold ink, and
Oh
you
my
can't read a
goodness.
single bit of it.
Uh, well, it looks important.
Ah,
Uh,
yes. Well, just show this at the gate, and well, oh, my men will know exactly who you are.
okay. Thank you. I didn't. Did he say his
Yes, I'm Lord Dretzbrandt.
Dretzbrant? Thank you, Lord Dretzbrant. You're too kind.
Oh no, you're too generous to me to share share new creativity to the city. And with that, he will go ahead and leave for the day.
Okay.
And Greybell will kind of groan a little bit. It's like, oh, it's always a ordeal with him, isn't it?
I,
Look at him, he's just
I
buttering you up at every step.
I'm
And look, he
just.
even invited you to this party. Ah, I hate those parties.
What sort of parties are they?
Oh, they're all exhibitions of all of his work, and it's all the exact same thing, more of him.
Well,
You'll get to see. You'll get your fill of it. That's for sure.
but I'll look down at myself and my, torn clothing that was only briefly cleaned earlier that is still stained. It's like I haven't a thing to wear. This is all I own.
Well, I suppose we ought to fix that. I think I know a seamstress in town.
Oh, thank
Well, we'll fix
goodness.
you up a nice, pretty dress.
Thank you, Grey Belt. She'll give him a kiss on the cheek because she's very happy.
Oh,
He'll
Oh.
he'll blush a little bit, and you swear you see a few of the hairs on his beard stand up and go, "Oh, I might not even take it off your paycheck then."
Okay. Well, I
and
won't
that's-
ask him. Okay, sure.
And that's what you're busy with today.
Cool.
Gustav, you're doing more studying today?
Well, yeah.
And I guess just to
and
remind you, the note implied tonight would be the night.
I thought it was
Because
in
yesterday is a
4 nights.
day and today is a day.
Oh yeah, for Lash, yeah, for Lash rendezvous. Yep.
Anything you want to do?
Yes. He has read his book in the course of the night because 500 pages.
course.
Come on, it's easy. I mean,
I think like as a kid I read like 300 pages.
yeah.
So
He will go back to Eisen and will say, I think I've made my choice.
you have, and he seems like fresh and excited, and it looks like he's waiting to hear you say his school.
And he will, because I think I want to study the lore of heaven.
And to this, he nearly stands up in his chair, which is necessary given his height. It's like, oh, I'll be so happy to have you as a brand new student, and as a friend of Ettringer, I'm more than happy to teach you everything that I know.
Thank you. I will do my best to do you proud.
Good. Now,
Tonight I
well, I
have-
have a curriculum, you see, and the first thing he does is he takes 12 books off the table, each as thick as the last, and sets them down. Well, you need to get reading these next.
Of
You'll
course,
want to memorize
yes.
the star charts in this one, and over here you'll want to memorize the...
Yeah, sure, of course. I mean, yes.
And he puts you to work.
Sure. He will just say that tonight he needs to be with his friend just for tonight. And
Oh, yes. Do
Not after
whatever
that.
you need to with your friends, but
Sure.
please, begin your reading.
He will then.
All right. So you begin tutelage under the School of Heavens in Eisen. And following that up, let's see. Do I want to do Lash or Gustav? Not Gustav. Conrad next.
Go to Conrad.
Okay, Conrad.
yes.
What do you do with your day this fine morning in Middenheim?
Well, he'll try to make himself more presentable and maybe see about getting a poultice from the supplies of the embassy first of all, and then after that, he'd want to go look for Sir Brandt to speak to him.
Okay, so they do have a surgeon among them the other knights, but the surgeon will of course like ask for a slight reimbursement for the supplies. It's like we're running a
Of
little
course.
low, and it's only 5 pens.
He'll
But he
give
will
that.
go ahead and do the well, no, you don't even need a poultice anymore, do you?
No, I'm only up to 3 wounds, so I definitely need more of a poultice.
I thought wait, no, yeah, it's
I have 3 out of 14, so that's how bad it is.
I need to check my notes and see what heavy wounds was again here.
So
Being
less
Heavily
three away
wounded
from
is
max.
3 or less. So yeah, so you are still heavily wounded technically. So 5 pence, reimburse him for supplies, and then roll a d10.
Much better than last time.
Okay, 6. Yeah, that should be filling you up nicely. He actually pulls out more burning ointment and kind of rubs it into your wounds, and he takes off the splint and goes, "Well, this looks like everything ought to be fine with it. It's not broken or anything. You just sort of had a bit of a gash in it. But look, it's sealed up
Yes.
fine.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, and he'll send you on your way."
Okay, well, dressed in his new clothes, since you said the old ones were burnt, he'll go look for.
No, they
more-
they were properly cleaned. The burning was a joke. They reveal.
Okay, then they're cleaned up. That's good. So we'll go look for Lord Brant's estate. Sure, somebody around here will know where it is.
Indeed. You know the district, and you know it's here, and you're a noble,
Yes.
and it's very conspicuous. So go ahead and roll me plus 30 gossip. All right, indeed, you will find it. Let me find my descriptions. Let's see. The Grafsmund district in the north is home to many of the small nobles of the city, with brightly painted houses, well-tended gardens, and decadent restaurants, filling both it and the adjacent North Garden, uh, where the newly rich merchant class opts to live. Brand House has one of the smaller gardens up front, and a black iron gate blocking off the walkway of flowers from the public, along with 2 guardsmen in white fur cloaks. The home behind them is plastered a sparkling white, and its edges and windowsills clearly have some sort of golden pigment worked into them to give an outline to the entire building and give it the effect of glowing with how garishly bright it is. The 2 guards sort of look up and down and go, can we help you, sir?
Yes, I would like to speak to your lord, please.
Uh, do you have an invitation? Or something to the effect? Do you happen to know him? Who are you?
I am Sir Conrad Dupont. D'Arpont, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Out of character, I got that wrong.
Mhm.
I do not know your master yet, but I have come to make his acquaintance and speak to him about a suit of armor he has.
Oh, the armor. They just sort of like roll their eyes a little bit. And you show them that you have your signet ring at the very least, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and they kind of nod and go, "Oh, I'm sorry to say, but Brant is out of the house at the moment. He's off commissioning another piece of art for himself.
I see.
I think he's getting another one of his face. Uh, well, if you're willing to wait and bout, we can get you a drink and maybe you can see him when he returns."
Yes, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Okay. And you spend your time inside the mansion, and let's see. Inside the mansion, the front hall, the foyer, is filled with statues and busts of the exact same person, and it looks like they are being set up for an exhibition right now.
Interesting.
But the guards will sort of take you past them for now and not let you dawdle unless you really want to like inspect them one for one while you're here.
Well, looks like if you've seen one, you've seen them all. So he'll look at one closely and then assume the rest are similar.
Right, you don't have much of like any kind of real education here. So you
Not
wouldn't
yet,
even
no.
know the difference between them.
No. He wouldn't know who's done them or what style they were in.
Right, but they take you into the back hallway. Like the hallway bisects the entire mansion, and they take you around a corner to like a little parlor off to the side and go, Oh, well, it might be a few hours. If there's anything you need, you can simply ring the bell over there. And they sort of point to the corner of the room.
Thank you, friend.
All right. And you will do your waiting for a few hours, and by the time the evening is coming around, Brant will appear. As described earlier, a very thin, frail-looking person, but very well decorated and with lots of rings on his fingers. You would be the one who's calling for me. I believe they said your
Yes,
name was Darhont.
yes,
Yes, you must be of Bretonian heritage, aren't you?
I am.
Ah, well, it's good to see that at least one of the knights has decided to take me up on the offer. I've tried to invite them to a few of my parties, but they just won't have any of it.
Well, I would certainly like to attend. I've heard that they are quite fine affairs. It's gonna butter them up.
Well, oh, that would be fantastic. You must have so many stories of Bretonia.
Oh,
I hear the
yes,
cheese and wine there is just the absolute best.
it's to die for, sir.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to have brought any with you, have you?
Sadly, my stores have been dwindled, and I've been forced to eat the local food.
Ah,
But
what
I'm
a
sure
shame.
I could maybe go to the embassy and bring some.
Oh, that would be a fantastic and a gracious gift for sure. I would not impose on you to do anything on my behalf, though.
But of course, it
Oh,
would be
oh,
my pleasure.
and of course, he is quite the talker. And if you don't interject and actually get to business, he's going to keep talking your ear off. I'm going to have you roll gossip for that.
All right, with the
Or
noble
charm,
manners.
perhaps, to, like, take the reins, whichever you'd prefer.
Well, he'll listen for a while, and then yes, he'll use charm to take the reins.
Okay. And of course, he is nobility.
And it didn't work.
But instead of getting to talk about what you want, he keeps talking about what he wants. It's like, oh yes, well you see, I went to the fine dwarf Greybelt just earlier today. I was having about he has a new apprentice, you see, and I thought it would be
Really,
fantastic to have a new piece of work. Perhaps you should see them yourself. I see your armor. Yes, it's ringmail. Perhaps he could fashion you something better. Maybe link a little bit of gold in there to give it a true uh, air of power and nobility.
well,
Uh,
my order does not believe in such ostentatious shows of wealth, but I would like some good
oh, well,
quality
it's not
armor,
even a show of wealth, but just simply of your heritage, you see.
of course.
Well, perhaps I could talk to him and maybe arrange a meeting. Perhaps you'd like to meet with him sometime. A Great Belt does some of the best work in the city, I would say. Well, uh, except for the one who made my own personal armor, you see. But I
Uh,
suppose that's a story for another time. It is getting rather late. Though I have enjoyed
yes.
your company deeply.
Well, speaking of armor, uh, I've been told that you have a set that was golden. I would like
Oh
dearly to
yes,
see
yes I
this.
do. Would you like to see it?
Of course, yes, please.
All right. And he will take you up the stairs uh to his own personal armory. He is not wearing this, but I did start describing it as if he was. Uh, the golden armor is up on a mannequin at the moment for display purposes. Each of the gauntlets has silver rings. The chest plate is decorated with rubies, and all decorated around the silver heraldry of a wolf. The suit looks large and intimidating, and far too big for poor small Dretz, and you highly doubt that if he wore it, he could very much walk in it. And given that it seems to actually be made of gold rather than a firm metal, in your opinion as a squire and soldier, it would not block a single blow.
Yes, you could probably cave it in with one good kick.
Oh, well, I would hope nobody would kick it. I've spent far too much on it for that. But I do love so much to wear it and parade it around at my parties. It's a favorite in town, you see. Ah, but if you come to my party, in just a few days, I'll show it to you there as well. You can see it in its full glory.
Now, does it look like it was made for him, or does it look like it might have been fitted for somebody else?
It looks like it was made for him, but the
Okay,
bulkiness
because
definitely appears to be, tries to give the impression of whoever is wearing it is definitely larger than they are.
yes, that because when you said it was big and like he
Mhm.
was, effeminate and svelte, I
Indeed.
just wanted to make sure there was no disconnect there. And
Uh,
as he had the golden armor. Let me check the name. Of Sir Renaud described to him, and would this be similar, or is this just golden armor?
it is a gaudy parade showpiece.
And I'm assuming Sir Renaud's armor would have been perhaps gilded rather
Functional.
than made of gold, and it'd be functional. Yes. Well,
So
he's
it is.
seen what he wants to see, but he's still going to, of
He's going to what now? Conrad, don't leave us. No.
What?
no, what?
Conrad just like went full silence.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's going to, of course, praise his host as he has been, and act like the armor is the best thing he's ever seen, and that he's definitely
And to
not going to
that, he
bring
is
it
as
back.
happy as can be.
Excellent.
So please, do return soon. You are more than welcome in my home at any time.
Thank you, sir. I am glad that you have found my company enjoyable. I am certainly honored to be in your presence.
Oh no, the honor is mine to have such a noble knight grace my state.
I'm not a knight just yet, but I am looking
But you will
to.
be. And he
I
just sort
will
of gives
be,
you a little wink.
if the lady be willing.
And with that, we will finally turn to Lash. Last day before you go and meet with other people.
Yes. Hell is other people.
What you gonna do?
Well, I mean, I have no idea where this meeting's supposed to take place. I don't think Gustav told me, so.
I told you at the. I think I did.
I don't remember.
At the hall at the market. How is it called?
Well, if he told me, then
At
I'll go
no.
reconnoiter the area.
Okay. Give me a second. I gotta just look up what the name exactly was again. Ah, yes. The big crater in Alt Market. You go ahead and reconnoiter the area, and it has a wooden fence all around it, and occasionally a guard walks by to at least make sure nobody is stepping inside. From the view from behind the fence, it is a blasted crater of just wilted ground, uh, with grass that grows a strange color and flowers that almost seem to have human faces. The vibe is eerie and still around it. And if you ask any of the residents, they'll say this is the very location of which one of the dire engines of war of chaos had struck their very city, straight into the heart of Alt Market. None dare touch it or go inside.
Why not?
Well, just look at it. It's obviously evil.
Right, but I mean, does anything happen if you touch it?
Well, I wouldn't risk it, that's for sure.
Is it illegal?
Not quite, but I think the guards will tell you off if you try. There's not much reason to be in that crater.
I mean, curiosity, right?
That's true, but you never know when some ne'er-do-well might be setting up some blasted ritual praising the crater or something.
Well, they certainly wouldn't do it in the middle of the day, right?
I hope not. Ill times if so.
Yes, indeed. I know there's such phrases.
So rabble, rabble, rabble. You search around the area. Is there anything you want to look for or do or try?
Well, according to what I remember of what Gustav said, they said in it, didn't they?
Uh,
Near it, I think. I'm not sure.
To it is all that it says, so presumably they might want to meet nearby.
I mean, peering over the fence into the crater, is there like any locations within the crater that would be easily hideable in?
Give me a perception.
Perception. Well, you know, the rule of 50% says I'll fail.
Oh, a great success.
I'm tempting it. That's why I keep saying that. Tempting it to
You-
success.
Exactly. But you walk around the perimeter of it, and you have a very good idea of what people might see from any angle. And you're more than certain that a blasted hill of dirt from the impact site of the crater would be perfect for anyone to hide around. And the bare couple of saplings that grow in this blasted area might provide enough cover that nobody would necessarily see anything.
Okay, so those are just like covered areas that nobody's clearly hiding in now. And there's like, all right, that's the correct interpretation, right?
Right. Nobody's there now, but it would be very hard to see anything inside that particular area.
Okay. Who do I think would be the easiest person to contact? I think it would be Alexa, so I guess I'd head across town to that place.
Okay. You head across town to Alexa, and by this time, Alexa, you've uh did we say that you were going to head out tonight and get that address or not?
Well, depending on how long it took to finish everything, I thought it might have been done in the early afternoon. But if it's
Right.
evening,
So there's plenty of time to get the dress, and by
sure.
the time Lash comes around, you have a nice new dress, and it even has
Yay.
some bright red dyes mixed into it to really give it a little flair.
Okay. Well, that's pretty exciting. I don't have any jewelry, but that's fine. I'll be fine. Okay. Well, I'll put it aside, and I guess Lash will approach and be like, "Oh, hi, Lash."
Hey, I think there's supposed to be a meeting tonight, right?
Uh, oh, right. About yeah, sure. Should we expect trouble?
I always expect trouble.
Okay. All right. Well, the armor is no longer smelling, so I guess I will put on a leather jack and a cap, even if it's of poor quality. And they're like, okay, I guess let's go.
Yeah, was there ever gonna be a moment where you'd be able to fix my helmet?
Yeah, no, I'm sure we could take a look at it and get it repaired for. I mean, I can try right now, but I'm not skilled in it quite yet.
Well, you gotta practice. Practice makes better, right?
That's true. Okay, well, I'll give it a try. I don't know what I'm doing.
No
Okay.
luck.
Okay. Well, we'll take a look at it, but okay. I do have one of poor quality you could wear in the meantime.
What's
It's
the
heavy, but
difference?
well, something that's poor quality gives 50% encumbrance.
So it weighs 50% more?
Yep.
Hold on, let me just double check if I can carry that. Wait, hold on. Armor. Leather skull cap weighs 10, so it would weigh 15.
Yep.
Sure, let's do that for now. I'll
Okay.
leave my normal one behind.
All right, you put on a stinky, smelly cap, and
The stinky
What the-
smelly
what?
man puts on a stinky smelly cap, yes.
Well, it's no longer stinky. It's cleaned.
Well, now it is. Now it stinks
Well,
Yeah,
again.
now
is.
it is. Yeah, okay.
but you go around collecting the others, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay. Gustav, you are of course done with your studying for the day, and Eisen releases you, as promised. And you already plan to meet up with everyone as well.
Yep,
And
with
what about?
my stash of 12 books.
No, those books stay in the
Oh,
library.
alright. Of course, silly me.
Okay. And Conrad, you intended to meet up with everyone as well.
Yes.
The four of you collect together, and then as night comes, you will be heading to the crater.
When I look at the crater, can I make a magical sense check? That might not be a good idea. Never mind.
Okay.
I won't.
Insanity!
Yeah.
As the lot of you approach, the crater seems empty, and, well, why wouldn't it be? It's weird and surrounded by makeshift barriers. You swear you can hear the sound of pained human moaning coming from the crater, but you see nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look at those spots that I had previously reconnoitered.
Right. Lash, you look at the particular spot, and you can see two people hanging out in the shrubbery in the center, exactly in that hiding spot. Looks like they're sitting waiting, but there's also someone else. Around the crater, instead of inside of it, at this time, is a frail-looking man with wiry brown hair and a thick wool robe wrapped tightly around himself. And at present, in the middle of the night, he is the only other soul there.
I'm gonna, is there any rocks or anything near the edge of the crater?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it at the two people down in the crater.
At or towards?
I mean, the same, really. I'm probably gonna miss, so towards will be the end up, but the intent is at.
Go ahead and roll and see if you get it that far. Let's find out.
What am I rolling? Ballistic skill?
Yeah, ballistics.
Success.
Success. It thunks one of the saplings right next to them, and they sort of like perk up and start paying attention, and they look over at you and kind of squint in the darkness, since they have no lights of their own.
Get out of there, you damn kids! I'm just gonna keep throwing rocks at them until something happens.
You don't need to throw a second rock at them, because at this point, those two of them are going to go towards their wiry friend out there. And they're going to point at you, and they're going to approach. The two men are definitely a little bit bigger and stronger than their friend, and also have clubs at their side. The wiry man speaks up and looks Lash up and down. You're definitely that elf Lash. None of the other elves come around this place willingly. Don't think any humans really do either. But, here's to us, eh? Call me Jason. I'm your acting intermediary for the night. And he gives like a fifth smack of his lips.
Okay.
So, here's the score. In case you're dense. Happens a lot. You got stuff, and you didn't pay for it. You opted to return a favor, but you didn't show for it. So we got your friend, and you can have him back once you finally do the favor. Maybe if you're good about it, we'll put in a good word for you. Get you more work down the road. Lots of work required in the business, you know. So, you do this favor, you get the halfling, you get to keep the shirt, and maybe they'll be convinced to throw in a bonus too. You're getting a heck of a lot, don't you? Renal could only be so lucky, so time to give back. Fair?
What's the favor?
Well, down to business then. Job's nice and simple. I need you. Ah, dang it, I just clicked the wrong button. Now I'm 5 pages away. Ah.
Now I've deleted everything. I don't remember what the favor was.
You'll never get Victor back.
Alright, here we go.
Well, clearly we'll never will, though. He's
Job
the
simple.
GM.
Yeah. Job simple. Needed to run through the sewers. Find the 13H42 outflow pipe on the north side. Pick up a package that's left there, and then bring it to Carline House in Westgate. I don't want you bringing it to the door, and I don't want you to let anyone else see you. Plant it on a northern-facing windowsill, the one that faces the alleyway. And first floor's fine. Second floor if you really want a pat on the back. Knock once, and then get out of there. We'll know when it's done, and you better go sleeping the drowned rat afterwards.
Sure. Alright, I'm on it. I walk away.
How do we know they will get? How do we know Victor is still even alive?
Are you whispering that as I'm walking away, or?
Yeah.
I said, we don't. Does that make you feel happier?
No.
Well, then you probably shouldn't ask those questions.
Yes, if you don't want to know, don't ask.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already walking away. I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I walked away, so.
Well, Gustav will follow Lash then.
I'll follow.
Okay, and a lot of you follow, and it appears that you'll probably be heading straight to the sewers.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Next
We want
time.
our thing back.
Dun dun dun.
Da-da-da-da!
Da 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 da.
I would say
Alright.
if they had given me a favor that was not interesting, probably would have ended up in a fight. It's like, yeah, I want to know what they want me to get. I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna open the package up and figure out what it is.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and find that out next time. Time went pretty well on this, so I'm really happy with that. And it was a nice, recovery session. I think everyone is mostly full up on wounds now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Catfish.
at 9 out of 15, 14.
Yeah, I'm only
you
slightly
have
hurt.
more. Yeah, you have a higher top. Okay. So for this session, since everyone did exploring and talking in RP, I'm gonna give everyone 75 experience.
Yay!
No.
Well, for 25, short of another gift. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you all the odd numbers, so it's awkward to track XP. Ooh.
I was just hoping to clear off the last talent that I needed, so then it was all attributes after that.
I want to advance to Journeyman Wizards.
And I think you got
Woo.
everything you need for that now too.
Yes.
You got a
and,
real grimoire that's not cursed. You have a master.
and I need to spend 40 gold crown. So
Ooh, what's it spending on?
to get my lessons to become Journeyman Wizard.
Oh, you
And
have to pay specifically for more lessons.
Yep, and every 10 gold crowns I earn, one needs to go back to the College of Magic. So basically, yes, I've taken a
Yep.
student of debt. So yeah, it's
So don't earn any gold, and you won't have to give them any. Yay!
yay.
Cheating the system. But yeah, so the tuition was just to get in the building and read the books. Now that you're
Yep.
actually paying them, Eisen is going to get you lessons.
Yep,
And that's how he gets paid.
greedy bastard.
Anything else anyone else wants to cover as we wrap up?
Well, I'll just be picking up genealogy when we get the chance, but that's it.
Genealogy sounds fun.
Yeah, I had a question. Oh, sorry.
Improving my agility. Boom. That's all.
Sweet.
I had a question. Like, in the compendiums career compendiums book, they say that you can actually do astrology if you get the academic knowledge, and you can have buff or debuff depending on your role. I would like to have that. It could be fun to like make up just.
That sounds super awesome.
Yeah.
And if you're going into the
Yeah.
heaven stuff, yeah, pick that up. That'll be cool.
I
Just
will.
go, I see it in our stars tonight. We are going to suck ass. Oh, shit.
Yep. I mean, I can. Once I'm a bit better, I can cast magic to predict the future, but I can also just consult the stars.
Of course,
With my
far
stuff.
safer that way, too.
Yeah, but far less powerful. But fun.
Yeah, and as far as the experience goes, it's only short because like we didn't get to any like big objectives that I was thinking of. I thought we were going to like actually get to like a whole other segment and like get to the party and defending that pillar and stuff today.
We'll just have to wait.
But we got plenty of personal RP going on, and I feel that's very good.
You gotta save a halfling first.
Yes, gotta save your halfling. It's the heart of the party.
Yep.
All right, and for now we will go ahead and take a break and meet for vampire real soon.
Yep.
Please see you in a few minutes.
Catch you in a few minutes.
Enjoy your game.